Always have to remember to hit that mute button, or you guys aren't having to talk. Hey guys, it is Sunday, and welcome to the Snark Lounge. And we got some great guests today. I'm gonna bring them in, and let's get talking. This week we're gonna be talking about how to China. Why not? So let's go ahead and bring them in. I want to bring in first the man, the myth, the legend. He may or may not have his melodica. It is. Oh, he's got a little tune.
Oh, hey. I'm still trying to figure out that song.
You got that song down?
I have this part. What's up?
Nice.
I got the easy part.
Well, there you go. Gotta love it, man. So, also, you guys know him, you love him. It's Alex. Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going?
It is going, man.
Cheers.
So, long time no see.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's been a while. It's nice. On a stream with the greats.
A different angle going on here. I missed the 180 sign.
180 sign?
Yeah, the I don't know, 120 frames per second. That's the one. The Peter McKinnon 120 frames per second sign.
Currently behind is camera equipment. I've been borrowing places. It's too busy. It's been a busy time. It's been a busy Christmas when you have kids. Busy Christmas, busy New Year's, and now today is my son's birthday.
Oh, so, well, happy birthday!
Yeah, fun times.
Nice.
Thanks.
Also,
we're having a rager for his 5th birthday.
Also, is
my audio good?
You sound great, man. You sound good.
Okay, nice.
The rumors of his, expunction has been far exaggerated. Let's welcome back into the fold Austin.
Hey, what is up? What is up?
What is up, man? It is good to see you. The rumors of your demise have been greatly exaggerated.
I thought he got disappeared.
Yeah. I was under that impression as well, but no.
For a while. If you guys obviously just don't know Austin well enough. Like if you know Austin well, you know when it becomes cold weather, Austin kind of disappears for a while, and when the warm weather comes back, he's back. See,
he's hibernating.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, that is generally speaking what happens.
Man, you moved to Hangzhou and you were gone, man. We saw your apartment and that was it.
Yeah, that kind of was it, wasn't it? Yeah, I think I did a first impressions video and then disappeared.
It happens.
I'm just so busy, man. Like working at a high school, it's a lot busier than university work.
Tell me about it.
It's a lot.
Tell me about it. He just stuck his tongue in my ear. I hate that. So,
not the first time.
What's up? Hey, Snark. Hey, Austin from Texas English Academy.
All right.
Presumably coming to us from Texas, or maybe not.
All right.
John. There's the man. He this is the man that went up the Tokyo Mountain with Matt. So, and of course, Simon. Welcome back to the
what
grind,
up, Simon?
Austin. So,
all right.
I would have
thanks for all the well wishes. Yeah.
Yes. I heard he spontaneously combusted during a live show. Any truth to these rumors?
I love it when Austin gets mad and during his live streams, like people will usually get in his chat and they'll start arguing about politics, and Austin's not with that, and he'll just tell, "Shut up! I don't want to hear it. Get out of my chat." So that's the equivalent of him spontaneously combusting.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite parts of his live streams.
Yeah.
There you go. So, I was mistaken. Apparently, they're in Vietnam. My apologies. My apologies.
Okay. Interesting.
I didn't see that coming. So today we're going to be talking about how to China, maybe some China life tips. Thankfully the quarantine we're hoping is nearing end. Some new folks may be coming to China, maybe not. And I want to talk about, things we've picked up along the way, a few life hacks, life tips, maybe how to China. So, So, does anyone want to jump in first?
Since no one's heard from Austin in so long, I volunteer Austin. Please, we want to hear from you, man.
There's a good tip right there.
And
get a strong VPN,
Austin, because you're like one of the OG China YouTubers. Have you been here out of at least the four of us? Have you been here the longest?
I think just longer than me. I think.
Well, it depends.
Snarky's been here the longest. Snarky's been here since '89.
Yeah,
so, right. Okay.
Technically longest.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, technically, yes. That is technically true.
My guess would be Snarky, Austin, and then I'm not sure about me or Gene. I've been here since 2013, so.
Yeah,
I'm just starting my 4th year, so I'm a newbie. I'm still a newbie.
Oh, yes. Okay, there we go. So, Snarky, Austin, me, then Jamaica.
There you go. You still got some, experience under your belt. Nice.
Yeah, this is year 10 for me. Yeah, 2011, February.
Just about to hit year 9. So.
Or almost 11. Almost 11.
Whoa.
So, Gene, people coming to China that may not be familiar, what advice would you have for them?
For me, you want me to start?
Why not?
Go for it. Go for it.
Well, first of all, because nobody tells you how to do this stuff, right? So, I was still in New York. I was teaching in New York, and my plan was to try to come to Japan to teach. And I had been applying to teaching jobs in Japan for like 4 years and getting close, but never panning through. So just out of a whim. I filled out an application to teach in China. And to my surprise, I had like 3 requests like literally the same day that I hit the enter button, you know. So I was very surprised about that, and I thought it was a scam. I thought it was a trick or something.
Yeah.
You know, but there were some people on YouTube that I sent some messages to, and they were working for the same organization that invited me, Web International, which is now defunct. And they said, "No, man, it's real. They want you." You know, and I was like, "Wow, that's crazy." You know, so I accepted. You know, I did the interviews, and they wanted me. They were like, "You know, when can you come?" And I said, "Okay, when do you want me?" You know, and that's when the work really started. You know, you don't just go to China, right? You know, so the invitation was that was the first part. You know, then I had to do all of this stuff, and it's a good thing that I was in New York because I had to go back. You know, the first stop was, of course, the China embassy in New York, and fortunately, everything is kind of there, and nobody wrote this stuff down. There are no YouTube tutorials on how to do this stuff. You know, so I had to do a lot of trial and error for all of this stuff. You know, it was like, and if there were some tutorials, I'm sure they're all out of date now because they change. It's almost like they make this stuff up as they go. Yeah. So the first stop was the China embassy, where I went with my diploma and all my stuff, and they were like, "Okay, well, you have to get this stuff notarized, right?" And I was like, "Okay, where do I do that?" Well, you have to go to the civil court. You know, you have to get the civil court. All right, so I went to the civil court, got them notarized, brought them back, right? They said, "Okay, well, now you have to get the certificate from the Secretary of State." What? You know, so there's something.
Oh yeah.
All this back and forth stuff. Nobody tells you how to do this stuff, and it literally took me like three or 4 months before I finally got everything right. And I almost gave up. I thought, okay, they don't want me. This is too hard. You know, it's like, you know. But once I finally did, I finally got everything, the physical. Oh, and let's not forget the proof of criminal your criminal check and all that stuff. That was another thing. Right, you know, so in New York, I had to go to that's another thing that got a little confusing, you know, because I was told, oh, well, just go to your local police department, you know, they have all your criminal records if you have any, right? So I went to my local police department, and they said, no, you have to go to 1PP. It's like, what? 1PP? One Police Plaza. That's the big New York, you know. So that's the big New York Police Department, you know, right next to the Brooklyn Bridge. So I went over there. That process took, you know, about a week or something to get, you know, those papers down, you know, the FBI checks and all that stuff. So the paperwork is like, man, you don't even realize it, man. That's a big part of how to do China. You got to get that paperwork done even before you get on that plane, you know. And then once you get all that right, then sure, get on the plane, and then you get over here. But even before you get on the plane, and I have to say, man, you know, say what you will, you know, the few guys who were on YouTube, Austin was one of them, and of course our friends Winston, right? You know, those videos were extremely valuable, you know, for me before I came to China.
A long fucking time ago.
Oh yeah, he was doing seriously quality content, you know, and you know, so that stuff, looking at all that stuff, definitely prepared me. And some of the videos that he had at that time, you know, you have to do the mandatory, you know, what apps to load on your phone, right? So those things, VPN, right? That was the first thing, right? VPN. So before you come to China, get your VPN.
Very good in there.
Then, of course, WeChat, Alipay, right? And I signed up for my WeChat before I came to China. I created the account before I came to China. Once you get to China, though, the place that is employing you, they'll take you, you know, to get your bank accounts. You know, so that I have 3 bank accounts now in China. And
only 3.
Only 3.
Yeah, well, this is my
4th
year, so one for every year.
That's about right. Yeah, one for every year.
Alipay at one time was asking for like 4 or 5 accounts if you didn't have a passport to verify it.
Yeah,
that's always fun. It's also how we can tell that you're the 4th year, not like going back a little while, is you said it was hard to get here. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It was not
I can totally like when you said you thought it was a scam when they called you up. I was like, oh yeah, bro, me too, because like I totally thought that as well. But I thought it was a scam because it was too easy. Literally, I clicked the button and wanted the job, and they said to me, do you know what? You just need to send us a full body picture of us and a picture of your passport. And I was like, what kind of fucking scam is this, man? Like, is this going to be one of those things where you're like, oh, you need to first pay this big upfront fee and we'll find you a job, and then they'll never find me a job. And they were like, no, dude, it's free. And like, literally, we just need someone to come. We just need a white guy to come here and teach. Yep. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, and they convinced me a little bit. And then 2 weeks later, I literally 2 weeks later, I packed up my entire life and moved to China. And I've been back to England twice in nearly 9 years. I mean, my parents before pandemic used to come here a lot. Like we're talking 3, 4, maybe 5 times a year. But like. I don't know. Like maybe I'm exaggerating. It's a lot. They used to come here often enough that it wasn't a problem. But essentially, yeah, China. I think the best China advice you can ever have is just don't apply the same rules as back in your home country. Like just whatever you thought about your life before coming to China, just throw it out the window because it's not the same. Planet China is nothing like the rest of the world. Also, while we're here, I've just seen a whole bunch of comments, and because I'm not on my VPN, I want to just say hi to Simon Barnes, Bowen Lee, who seems to be there, John SS, and all the good people that are in the comments here. There's some really nice comments here.
Right.
Simon's a good friend of mine. Bowen Lee is a good commenter. He seems to be on all of our shows. He's pretty good. And something that really confused me. Bowen Lee, you said, are those your kids? Yes. I'm not sure you've seen my kids, but yes. Yeah, that's my kids. But yeah, I think China is something like when I first moved out here. I moved out here, and then later moved out here. Put the cards on the table. Like I had to be a teacher until this year, and now I've changed. I'm just a full-time filmmaker, which is great. Like, Johnny's here. Nice. Start insulting anybody's dad, Johnny. But yeah, I forgot. You saying "Hey Johnny" is completely thrown my train of thought. When I moved out here, it was completely different, and you just need to. When my sister moved here. The one piece of advice I had for her was when you go to eat at a restaurant, don't judge it based on what it looks like, because sometimes it can look a little bit squiffy. But like, if you just dive on in there, there's some really, really good food to be had. Like I never ever considered myself ever liking to eat cow's stomach, but I mean, it doesn't look appealing. It looks kind of, but now absolutely love it. One of my favorite local dishes from here is called, in Wentonese it's called guohasia. I think the Chinese is jiangxiesheng. So it's like a raw crab. If you heard about eating raw smashed up crab, if you saw it, you probably wouldn't want to eat either. But if you actually eat it, it's absolutely delicious. It's amazing.
Yeah, some of my students are from Wenzhou, and they talk about that. I'll have to try that sometime.
Well, when are you coming here? Now you're even closer, Austin. You've got no excuse not to come here.
I'm so close to Wenzhou, and Jamaica is also in Hangzhou, and I haven't seen either
shut
one
up,
of you
really?
guys. Yeah, he lives in the far west of the city. I live in the way northeast. I live probably a good 2 hours from where Jamaica is, but
see, that's a good YouTube meetup right there. Look, 3 people.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Just gotta get vacation first. Neighbors. Vacation first. Final exams are tomorrow. Final exams are tomorrow. So
the day after.
I'm grading my papers now.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So this week is the last week. We'll be done with everything at the end of the week. So
next week then.
Possibly.
I too have been grading papers, and Skittles, do you mind, buddy? Come on. he's just like up here constantly. So I ran into kind of a kerfuffle with my grading papers. I have a habit of trying to predict how long my students will take on their test. I teach, for those who don't know, I teach classic literature to grades 6, 7, and 8. So, which means we drink coffee and read books. Well, I drink the coffee, they read the books. So, so I tried to guess how long it's going to take for their exams, 90 minutes, and you try to make it right about that level, too much under, they're just kind of sitting there staring at the wall for, 20 minutes, and too much over, and they don't have time to finish their exam. So I always give them the opportunity to stay busy during the opportunity to stay busy the entire testing period by inviting them to draw a picture on the back of their test if they finish.
Yes.
And so, and of course I always have it all down. It's like, okay, this one, if you finish early, check your answers and then draw me a jet powered camel or a robotic cactus. This time I asked them to draw me a hamster that's drinking 19 cups of coffee.
Nice.
And
so I have them draw various iterations of society because I teach sociology, among other things. And so draw a Blade Runner type society, or draw a desert island society, draw a
draw a Blade Runner society. They just draw Chongqing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or just random stuff like that. It's always fun. Or draw a picture of you schooling another teacher at basketball, something like that, like another teacher that they work with within our AP program or whatever. Yep. It's a good time.
So Mrs. Austin's live stream here.
Yeah, we all do. Look, it even says it in the background of Austin's setup here. Look, miss you.
Miss you, yes. With Pikachu hanging out in the background there, of course.
Yeah, I always try to have something in the background. Yeah.
But I ran into a little problem this time because one of my students on his paper, he wrote, as a metaphor, beep, beep, I'm a sheep. And, of course, being a fan of TikTok and Douyin, for those of you who are in the audience who know, Douyin is basically a Chinese version of TikTok. I looked it up, and it's just one of those repeated and recycled, quick change videos where the girl gets on, she quick changes into something else, and they're singing this beep, beep, I'm a sheep. So I mentioned this, it's the students that's like, yeah, someone drew beep, beep on I'm a sheep. And one of my girls, unbeknownst to me, there's apparently this completely innuendo and double entendre version of the song on YouTube where some girls that are, some sheep that are just very voluptuous, like the pickup art, whatever else, dancing and stuff. And she posts this on my group, and now I have to bleach my brain out. So I'm like, ugh. You never want to underestimate what local students will do to surprise you. Never.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
True story. Gosh. So Austin is a legend. Yes, true story.
It's not wrong.
Yes. You don't want to ask, man. Look it up on YouTube. Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. Don't
yeah, no.
So it's all drawing, but it's a double entendre of galore. But let's get back. Let's try to reel this back in here. So
yeah, we went way off. Yeah,
we it happens. It happens. So what other good China tips for those of you those that are coming to China, or maybe people have been here for a while? So Jamaica, Gene, tell us some more good tips.
Find some good expat friends, and I mean really good ones. You also have to know which ones to avoid too, because just because they maybe they're from the same country as you, that doesn't make them a good person. So sometimes you have to find that out the hard way. If some people ask me about what's the worst thing about being in China, I had never had any problems with the Chinese people.
Other Americans. other Americans.
Americans could definitely be the worst, you know. So yeah, you know,
yeah,
that would probably be my number one, because they will either they could ride with you, or they'll just abandon you, you know. And all your relationships here are just going to be temporary anyway, you know. Most people, some of you guys, you know, you've been here 10, 15 years, you know, so I'm sure you've been able to establish some really good relationships. Me, I don't know. I'd like to be here that long, you know, but you know, I mean, in 4 years, you know, I've been in four different places, and you know, my first place of employment is you know, already defunct, you know, and the second place was also. I've been kind of riding this wave, you know, just kind of, you know, missing everything. Kind of drops right after, you know. So, but right now here at the university, I feel pretty secure, and I have a real nice clique of expat coworkers, and we do a lot of stuff together. We spend the holidays together. We go on little trips together. So I think that's the first thing that I would recommend. You know, find some good friends to hang out with, and you know, that includes Chinese people as well.
Yeah, I would kind of just to add on to that, you know, as someone who's been here for a while, like, I mean, we all know, if you've been here for a few years, you have said goodbye to so many people over the years. I mean, so many people just go in and out of your life. And like the first few times it happens, it really sucks. But, you know, like, just know, like, when you come here and when you start hanging out with those people, you're going to say goodbye to some of those people within the next 6 months or within the next year. But like, don't let that stop you from like going to hang out. Don't say, you know, oh, I'm never going to see this person again. And, you know, after a year, I don't want to talk to them too much. You can build really great friendships within, you know, just a few months or a year, and just let that happen, you know, because you never know.
Yeah.
Like, you never know.
That's a current thing with me. One of my best friends for like almost 9 years now is leaving on the 26th, and if you I looked, we're having a group chat at the moment, and so I started like, let's collect a bunch of videos together, everybody wishing them well. We can mix it up, and in the process of this, everybody's sending pictures, and there's a picture from like 2000.
Oh,
One of the other guys were like, two of the other guys were like, from me, Natalie, and Alex, nobody in this picture of like 30 people is still here. It is like, but it, and like Austin said, you do get used to it, because there's like a constant river of people which are constantly moving, and you get like your couple of year people, and you get your couple of week people. You can pick them out. You can pick the guys that turn up in China, and they're like, oh, but they don't have forks at restaurants. You're like, yeah, you're fucking going. Like, you're gone. You're out of here. But you still get like it still fucking hurts. Like for me, like the long termers, when the long termers go, that's it. You never get over that. And it's kind of weird, because it's like going to someone's funeral, but you get to say goodbye. Like there's people here, which like Patrick and Carl, who's just about to go, they were both my best men. Like Patrick, when he left, we both got married around the same time. We had kids together. Like it's kind of hard, and it can be a lonely existence. You have to get used to the fact that if you want to stay here in China long term, you have to get used to the fact that you could just be the lone person like left there. There will be your like tent peg group of people, but once you all start having kids and start getting married, like the actual like rock and roll times at a bar get a lot less. So you need to but it doesn't kind of matter, because if you have got married and you have had kids, then
I think that's just called growing up, you know, to a certain extent.
Unfortunately, Austin, yeah, it's a
I'm looking over at my wife and just thinking like, she took away so many nights at the bar.
I think with you, with the bar that we went to last time when I was with you, that she seems to know them. You knew them. Those were great.
Yeah.
Is that still going, that bar?
There was a time and place. Do what?
The bar we went to last time. It was on the second floor. Still going?
Well, man, I don't live there anymore.
That's
in a whole different part of the country.
That's a good point. You left them, not they left you.
Yeah. I got to be the one to say goodbye for a change after 6 years in that city. You know, that was a weird one. But
hey, Burbex is in the house. Hey, buddy.
What up?
Oh, hey, Burbex.
There's someone who's got lots of advice.
He's
for sure. He's like a talking encyclopedia.
He does. He's got some definitely thing going on there. But so another thing.
Oh, but to address his comment that he said everyone in the YouTube community hates each other, they do now, Burbex. They do now, and I've made. I made a video about this, and people have still got shitty with me now. Is the back in 2013. YouTube was fun. Everybody was friends. It didn't matter if you were Serpent ZA, like whoever.
Yeah.
We were all friends. We all had different opinions. But now it's like let's all make shit videos about each other. And
So what happened? What happened? When did it?
Politics ruined it. Politics ruins everything. Politics ruins absolutely everything.
Yep.
It's why I took a 2-month hiatus from YouTube, and I was just like, yeah.
No.
Because politics ruins shit. Like now it's just political. You can't make a video about doing something nice in China about someone saying you're a shill or somebody saying, yeah, fuck all those guys that hate China. Like
you're either a shill
I just want to make a sandwich
China.
and show you on camera for fuck's sake.
And the more negative the content, the more clicks you get, right?
Oh
Yeah.
More polarized it gets.
Yeah,
It's another reason that it's another reason I stepped away. I don't feel like it anymore.
I hate the drama.
Same for me, Austin. Same for me.
Drama is just yep, there you go. They all say their yep, true story. I hate the drama. So I don't know. I mean,
actually, they all say we're CCP shills, which is incorrect.
There you go. So I don't know. I just wanted to focus on the positive. I mean, you can find negative everywhere you go, and if you look for the dark, you're always going to find it. But I choose to look at the things I like about where I'm at and what I do, and it's just it is what it is. But
and I do think there is a certain how can I say this? When you get over here, like I think this is a really good topic to talk about, like how to China, because how much you have prepared before you get here has a direct correlation with how you view China for the rest of your life after you leave this place. Because like if you don't do your homework, if you don't like know what you're getting into, if you don't speak any Chinese, if you don't speak, read, write, or understand any Chinese, you're going to have a really difficult time here. You're not going to know where people are coming from. You're not going to understand how the culture works. Like
to an extent. I mean, I turned up here with no Chinese, and for the first probably year and a half, I didn't even bother to learn Chinese. I just partied, went out, experienced the world.
That's me. That's me now. That's my life.
Yeah. Because like loads of when you first get here, loads of all your students' parents want to take you out. Like when I was still a teacher, all of the students' parents wanted to take you out, and it was a fantastic opportunity for them to like show you around. And then the more I realized I needed to learn Chinese, then I started, and like now I wouldn't be without speaking Chinese. I speak Chinese pretty much most of the day now. In fact, because now I work alongside Chinese people, I speak in mainly Chinese and Wenzhouhua for like 90% of my life now. But I mean, when you first get here, you can get away with it because there is a bunch of international Chinese people. But you need to, like Austin said, you need to be prepared to learn Chinese, because if you're one of these people, and there are plenty of them that have been here for 10 years.
Here's a great tip.
Everybody, it becomes you see it become a chore. Like if you can actually speak and express yourself and have Chinese friends like I do now, that I can just go out with my Chinese friends, it's what separates you from being the short term to the long term, and it's what makes your life but 1,000% easier. Like 1,000%.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it just makes life so much easier. Just so much easier. You don't have to struggle for all the little, like, daily life things. Like, you see, like, a lot of people who've been here for a while, and they're like, God, just being at the supermarket is so difficult. I just hate the supermarket. Like, really, bro? The supermarket? Like, you're bugging out because of the store? Like, or like, I can't stand hotels here. They always try, like, really? What? Why? Like, it's that easy. But yeah, it's just like take a few months, or a year, and just learn some basic survival Chinese, and then that will be great. Pay your phone bill, learn how to go buy stuff, bargain, or just work with numbers, just small things. That's gonna make a world of difference. It's gonna make a world of difference.
Yeah,
and it'll leave you.
I think being open-minded would be helpful.
That was sort of the next thing I was thinking about, was like open-mindedness. Yeah, you got to be willing to put aside that standard, like Snarky said before. Like, whatever you thought back home, just get rid of that. You're in a new place now.
Well, that was me.
And you got to deal with. Oh, that was you. Okay, my bad. Just like, yeah, it's its own.
If you start applying. Yeah, if you start applying a lot of Western thinking to here, it's not the same. Like, I can remember there was a new girl here, and she was posting all these group chats all of a sudden. She thought, all girls, you need to watch out. People are on the street and they're following you. They'll be taking pictures and they'll be doing this, and it's like, you're a foreigner in a city where they've got almost zero, like, and like, it would be similar to comparing if you were back in England or the States and then just a space rocket just dropped out of the sky and started interacting with all the locals. It's like, if they have
is that Alex's connection or is that me?
I think it's Alex's.
It's probably me, Mike.
He's in the Matrix. We call that.
It's been in and out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little choppy.
Little choppy.
Yeah.
It happens.
I like Snarky's.
But while he's getting that together, I wanted to, because Burbex, I see Burbex is in there, and we're talking about this. What's the shill and all that stuff. And Burbex and I, we're in this this WeChat group, this bloggers group, right? And Burbex is, he's a well-known YouTuber and a well-known vlogger, So I shared a video that I did a couple of months ago.
Shanghai bloggers.
Yeah, that's it, right?
That group.
Snarky's familiar with that too.
I'm there. I think we're all in there, right?
Right.
I've been in it a number of times. It's the most. Well, okay.
So I did this blog. Here at the university where the students were they were training they were doing that military training, right? And the video did pretty well. I'd never seen that before. It's mandatory military training that all the students, the first year students, have to do as freshmen. So I've made this thumbnail for the video, and it's just me with my Hard Rock Cafe hat, and Burbank suggested, he said, hey, it'd be really great if you wore, one of those, the same hats that the Chinese wear with the red stars and everything. I said, are you crazy? I would never wear a hat like that. That I would never hear the end of, being a shill and all of that stuff if I wore a Chinese hat in that video, So there's certain things.
But that's exactly why you should wear it.
All its chill talk,
And I know some great songs that you can sing.
Yeah. She lied.
Yeah. Well, among others.
She lied.
Yeah. Yeah. Every Monday at the school, we have to listen to that. We do the flag raising ceremony.
Gotta love that one.
My 2-year-old son can sing it already.
We don't have to listen to that, fortunately.
Yeah.
But another big one I found in China is ordering stuff online.
So,
oh yeah.
Yeah. That's the first phrase you learn in Chinese. 你的外卖到了.
Yes.
Well, not only Weibo, but like Taobao, which is the Chinese eBay. For those of you who don't know, I recently had a little bit of an adventure there. I accidentally caught my rice cooker on fire, and these things happen. So I actually burned myself in the process there. I don't know how I did it. I dragged the cord of my rice cooker across the stove while I was making some meat, and it goes up in fire. I screamed like a little girl, and smelled like burnt toast and some chow tofu at the same time. So yeah. So of course, so I have to order another one. And since my wife is in Hong Kong, I thought, you know what, I could do this, no problem. So I get on Taobao and find me a rice cooker, and it arrives, and I got is it Medea? Is it Medea or Medea? I don't know how to pronounce that one.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it either. Yeah. I have the same one. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Snarky burned his meat. True story. So So I get this rice cooker. It's about 130 kwai, about $22 US for those of you who are looking for a conversion. And so, yeah, no problem. I find this one. It looks cute, so I buy it. Alipay, bam. The waiting game, complete with the unrealistic expectations, for it arriving, bam. And it arrives, and this thing is tiny. I mean, like, I could literally put a toilet paper roll inside the rice cooker part of it. Tiny.
Yeah.
And of course,
120 kwai is not going to get you very much.
Yeah, it is what it is. So, okay, no problem. So my wife's like, yeah, you just return that, it's okay. Well, here's the thing. If you don't speak Chinese or read Chinese, returning something is a chore. I mean, it's simple if you read Chinese. The process is so streamlined, it isn't funny. You click on return, 7-day, no question. Bob's your uncle, and all of a sudden, you can, just get that thing going. A guy shows up, you give him the ultra secret, wizard's phrase, which is actually a 4-digit code. They text you, and bam, right. It's returned. But if you don't read Chinese, dude, that is a chore.
Yeah.
Did you ever try to buy shoes on Taobao? The sizes, just dealing with the size of the shoes.
Oh yeah, sizes are different here.
Oh yeah.
I'm a 45, and they have them listed on Taobao, but it's just, they turn up and they're still too small. But that reminds me actually.
Yeah, try returning those.
If you, but no, an amazing piece of advice if you want really to elevate your life is learn about Meituan Paltui, the running man. Paltui. It's like like a service, a bit like Taobao, a bit like a Didi. Basically, I mean, let's just say I want this glass of baijiu, and I want to send it to my friend over the other side of the city. You go on Meituan,
they do that on
and you just book a dude.
Oh, okay.
You're Meituan Paltui is the probably the cheapest one. At the moment, like it gets to us.
I think Alex is hanging a little bit there.
Yeah.
Good old internet.
We'll wait till he comes back. But yeah, I knew there were other apps that did that, like Shansong and stuff. Like you just send a thing. You can send it across the city in like an hour. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Well, it's gotten to the point where you can send anything. I mean, if somebody, my wife wanted to get some key. We were going out of town. We were going to Hong Kong. My wife wanted to get keys to her friend who's also in Shanghai. And rather than go over there, she just, SF Express it over there. Bam.
Yep.
It was almost cheaper than taking the metro, and certainly a lot less time.
Yeah. Or like moving. We've all moved 100 times here,
At least.
And like now they have all these like moving apps. You can just book a moving van or a moving truck, and it'll be at your door in like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And then you just load it up, and it costs like 100 kwai. But again, if you don't know any Chinese, like that is such a hassle. It's nigh impossible. But it's really not all that much. It's just a couple of buttons. It's a couple of buttons. Yeah.
But you really got to watch those guys as far as those movers, because those guys, they're like angry beavers. They will toss your stuff every which direction. It isn't funny.
Right, yeah. Hey, he's back.
I guess my internet's being awful. It even says no internet access, even though.
Yeah, I turned on my data because my Wi-Fi wasn't cooperating either.
But yeah, no, Meter and Paltway is fantastic. You like I said, if you want to send a glass baijiu to your friend, and like you can literally send anything. Like we sent a dog from Hangzhou to Wenzhou. Like nice. You can. Nice. I know, like it's the weirdest thing, right? Like we just got a guy turned up, he picked up a dog, and then he came back. He drove however many 100 miles. Is it like 400 kilometers or something like this from Hangzhou to Wenzhou? And
is it that far?
We were just waiting. He just picked it up, and like if it was me, I'd find it a little bit strange. But this guy, like nil point, just completely normal. You can send keys, you can send all sorts of stuff, and literally they come and pick it up, and you send it, and you just send a 4-digit code, and then you can get it from anywhere. It's the best thing ever. Like you can. Even if the best thing is, if you ever got like, just say there's a restaurant like, and you want to order food from it, but you're outside the catchment area, just use Meitan Paltway and you can get them to deliver it, but just with one extra step of getting somebody else to get it for you.
Oh, there you go. Got a couple of comments here. Simon says, those movers are behemoths too. Just pick up a fridge on their back with a rope and walk it down 6 flights of stairs. Those guys are amazing.
Just like a pair of shorts as well.
Yep. There's my wife. Yeah. She says every wife has a moving hubby for the free service.
Yeah.
True story. So Burbeck said he was in an abandoned hotel where he found an old Laserdisc player, and he called a Hualala, and they picked it up outside the hotel.
See, there we go. There we go. This is exactly
Hualala is amazing. Yeah,
Hualala is just Diddy, but for trucks, right? It's fantastic.
Pretty much. Yeah.
There you go. So I feel for you, Alex. My internet sucks too.
Mine's usually pretty good, but it's a live stream, so of course it's going to go bad.
There you go. It happens. There you go.
Only when the pressure's on.
For no reason. There you go.
Hashtag China.
Hashtag China. Gotta love it. Internet kerfuffles. True story. So one of the other things I'd found out about China, of course, is using QR codes for just about everything.
Yeah.
I mean, who carries cash anymore? Not me.
What's cash?
What is cash? I don't know. I went back to the States a couple years ago and they asked for cash. I actually had my phone out, and I got
ready to go.
QR code on my watch, and I was trying to pay them a QR code, and they look at me like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "You want cash?" So that seems oddly familiar. But
trade a horse.
The nice thing about QR codes is it goes so much past paying for stuff. I mean, I can use QR codes for the bus, the metro, the fruit lady selling fruit outside my house takes QR codes. I'm told the bums take cash.
They do.
They do.
They want QR codes.
Yeah, and any like when of course now we have like health codes to see for movement tracking and stuff because of the pandemic, and then there's also so many local.
That just the best.
Yeah, but I mean it's a reality. But also there's local events pop up and they have QR codes to scan. You can see where it is, when it is, promo thing. Because in Hangzhou they're having an NFT week here in a mall downtown where they're just
everybody knows what NFTs are.
I'm going to release my first NFT soon. I've been doing a lot. I've been learning Cinema 4D just so I can do 4D stuff for 3D software stuff for my videos because I want to start doing a lot of VFX stuff, and you can also use it for NFTs. But the health code things are great, but the one thing I don't like about the QR code revolution, most of it I absolutely love, but One thing I really hate is impersonal ordering in restaurants where you have to scan a QR code and order to the table.
Yeah.
I would rather do that in person. Everything else, I'm good with a QR code, but the ordering, I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah, so let's just recap it for people because we all know what we're talking about. But like when you go to so many restaurants nowadays, you sit down at the table and the waiter or waitress will say, "Hey, scan the QR code." It'll pull up the menu on your phone and just order on your phone, and then they'll just walk away. You're like, no, I want like a menu with like photos and like, and I want to, let's talk to the lady, let's talk to the nice lady.
But and most ask your phone, how's this? What do you recommend?
Table, and they still want you to scan the code on the table.
Yeah,
like, what
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you ask for a menu, and they just kind of point at the QR code. And...
yeah. I mean, the health codes and that is legit okay. Like, I don't understand why people in the West are so bent out of shape about like, you're not taking my personal information. I'm not doing that. Freedom of speech. Blah blah blah. About a health code thing, and you're like, well, gee, fuck, you fucking give out more information than that health code is asking for on Facebook every single day, but you won't scan that to help bring down the virus. Good job. But I mean, on the whole, the QR code thing is fantastic. It's easy. It's a easily reproducible thing, and like they even start putting like little artworks in the middle of some of them. I think it's all right.
Like, but man, the restaurant thing. Yeah, I don't go to restaurants.
Do you have separate codes for your schools? Because my school has a different a QR code, so we scan and whenever we're coming back into the university here. You don't have that, Austin?
Nope.
Yeah, my school has its own app.
Nice, nice.
We don't have our own app, but hello. Oh.
The worst app I remember from being a teacher is Ding Talk. Oh, I fucking hate that app.
Yeah,
it's the worst app ever. Like honestly, if you could take one app and just get it out of existence, I'd do that. Bring back bring back LimeWire. Get rid of Ding Talk.
LimeWire. Oh my god.
Well, that's going back up.
We're dating ourselves. We're dating ourselves.
Yeah, like
just a little
face
bit.
party.
What about Kazaa?
Yeah, MySpace.
Oh shoot, I had IRQ.
I remember Facebook being a thing when Facebook was first out, and I remember being like, "Nah, never catch on."
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm crapping my MySpace page. I got that pimped out. So
yeah.
It plays music. It's got animations. It's got a theme.
Definitely.
I learned HTML coding for my page. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm invested. I'm invested.
So it's been really cold in Shanghai the last couple of weeks. It's been like 6 degrees, which is about 42 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you still on the imperial system. Go metric. You'll be happy. Trust me. But so I kept my little Xiaomi smart band, which does everything, QR codes. But since I've got the thick jacket on, I can't see that. So I just strapped it on my shoulder bag. And every time I get on the bus, I just kind of do like the little, handsome dancer, coincidence, do this thing and beep it to go on in the bus. And this lady behind me, she's obviously from out of Shanghai, from some rural area. She kind of looks at me and so she walks up and she tries it too. So didn't work for her, obviously. But that was kind of a fun thing. Next time, I think I'm going to take my little smart band. I'm going to take it off and I'm going to put it on my belt, and then I'm going to see if I can just do like a little hip check on it and see if anybody tries that as well.
Oh, that
Why not?
Picture. Oh man, you just have the best experiences.
Hey,
I never had anything like that happen to me.
Life is all about experiences. I mean, you see the strange, particularly on the Shanghai metro. If most people are just looking at their phones, but if you just open your eyes, it's amazing the stuff you see on the metro on a day-to-day basis. I see There's this guy who gets on my metro every morning. He's got literally 6 phones, and he's like, going through them, whatever else. I don't know if he's selling them or
is he a day trader?
He may be a day trader. I don't know, but he's
probably on Douyin and Toutiao.
Probably.
Got his phones going on. There was a lady a couple weeks ago. She was putting on a pair of pantyhose on the metro. That was kind of weird.
Oh man, I remember the one that I saw here. Or no, actually, it was in Chengdu. There was a guy who had like a basket, like a really weird looking guy. He had a basket full of women's underwear, and just like, and then every now and then he just.
Was he sniffing them?
Yes. About every 45 seconds to a minute, he would just put his face down in there and just.
All you needed was to sit next to him with one of those like air freshener things and just blast it over his direction, and like waft it over.
So there was some guy on the metro in Hangzhou sniffing what I presume is dirty underwear.
Yeah, no, this was Chengdu.
Oh, Chengdu. Excuse me.
Yeah, this was. Yeah,
but this was
how
on the
dare
metro.
you judging people?
Yeah, it was on the metro. It was about a year and a half ago. Yeah, something like that. One of my final memories.
That's odd.
What great final memory. I have one where I was on the train to Shanghai. I think it was maybe one of the times where we came up to see you, Jimmy. In fact, probably the time when Ethan, whose birthday is today, was pulling your beard outside the American diner where we had breakfast. But either way, sat on the train next to a guy, and I mean, he was dressed in like very countrified kind of clothing, whatever. But he sat there and he pulled out from his bag some like, they were like super, super yeasty smelling mantle, like the steamed buns. And then also pulled out a bag of vinegar and a bag of soy sauce, and he cut the top off. And it's like those, like the really cheap bags that are like 1 or 2 RMB that you get. Like, it's just a plastic bag full of the vinegar, like that you just cut off and you're supposed to put in another holder. And he pulled them out and he cut the tops off both of them. And then he would, like, for 2 hours, I had to sit next to this guy while he would take a massive chunk, like bite of this really yeasty smelling bread, and then squeeze in some vinegar, and then squeeze in the next bag of soy sauce, and then eat it. And you're like, oh goddamn! Like, I tried my hardest to be polite, and I was just like, oh god, it's a different experience. You just
wow.
Hey, Snarky, that lighting is dope. The lighting that you have right there, with the green in the background.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Check.
That's a good
look
look right there.
You can do sexy light too.
No, I like the green. The green was happening.
The green. All right.
As long as it's not a hat, it's all right.
Yeah.
There you go.
How about the blue?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got the green hat also. I picked it up just so my students can point at me like a medicated hyena.
Yep.
So sometimes you got to do that. 6th graders are like, oh! They're like, Mr. Jimmy, do you know you have a green hat on? I'm like, yes, I got the greenest of green hats. Like, oh man, they love that. So, and you try explaining that to anyone outside of China, and they're like,
yeah. Just say green hat bad. Green hat bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Good enough.
Don't wear a green hat. Yeah, it's one of those things. So
yeah.
Christopher wants to know, how is Hangzhou?
It's fine. It's fine. Like
is it the virus real bad there though?
No, the virus is not really. I haven't
like Ningbo and really Hangzhou at the minute. Anybody who comes back from there always red code, like straight red code.
Really? Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Ningbo, I heard about it, but
Ningbo recently, but Hangzhou, like I guess 2 or 3 weeks back was similar. There was a big.
A few weeks back. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they took everybody at our school, and we lined up for like a couple of hours to do COVID tests, like en masse.
Austin, did you hook up
fun.
with Paul when he came up? Walkabout Rojo?
No, I didn't. I didn't. No, I didn't. I wish I had, but just it didn't end up working out. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I would like to meet with somebody or get out of here and see something different. I find Hangzhou a bit boring, to be honest. It's not a lot of flavor here.
Right.
But I mean, hey,
Who's
you come here for the money. You come here for the job. That's why you're here. Something
True
different.
Story. True story.
So if you were going to compare Hangzhou with Tianjin, because we both lived in both places, Austin, how would you compare the two?
One exploded.
I mean, I would definitely take Hangzhou over Tianjin for sure.
Because I remember you really hated Tianjin.
Yeah, it's like I don't like hate Hangzhou or anything. I'm just very like middle of the road. It's like I could take it or leave it. Like Hangzhou's fine. Like, it's fine. It's fine. If I say it enough, I'm gonna believe it.
It's fine.
It is. I'm literally 50-50.
It's not what you say; it's what you don't say, and we can read you. It's pretty clear.
Hey, I've been to Hangzhou too, and I think Hangzhou is pretty cool. Mind you, I've only been to certain places in Hangzhou, like the West Lake and the temple up at Vulture's Point and a couple of places like that.
Really
I
nice
even
temples.
snuck in the monk's room and tried on a couple of monk gowns just for fun. So,
yeah. That's. I see a comment here. We can answer. That'd be quite fun.
So
okay.
It's TFWTAOCN. What does your handle mean, anyways? What do you think? What do you guys think? Turtles for the win. Tomorrow.
Okay.
Another Orange County no. This guy seems to be I just been reading to the comments, and this guy seems to completely be mentioning all of us here, and he keeps saying if you don't mention the bad sides of China, you are complicit. And complicit in
he's
what?
in timeout right now, so he can't answer you. So
damn, but he's probably still watching. Like, yeah, like. What does your handle mean? Come on, answer in the comments.
Jimmy in some monk gear.
Untime him out.
I'd love to see me in some monk gear as well.
In some what gear?
Monk gear.
Monk gear. Yeah, so when I was in Hangzhou, I
mean, like
they had some monk outfits hanging on a clothesline, and I may or may not have helped myself and tried some on.
They look pretty comfortable though.
Oh, dude, no doubt.
It's like MC Hammer trousers, right? If you know what that means, like MC Hammer trousers.
There you
Dating
go.
Ourselves again.
We are. Yeah, it's too legit to quit. So, hey, I could do the typewriter at one time. I'm not gonna try it again. Oh, that'd be embarrassing to all of us. So
right now, come on.
No. I'm not wearing pants. So
who's got? Ah, come on. Who's got a super chat to make Jimmy do it?
No. So nobody. Here we go. Say by the comment. I could wear some Buddha gear. There you go.
For sure. Buddhas. They're actually if anybody ever gets stuck for where can you eat vegan in China, then go to a temple.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The easiest is they're basically vegan. They don't say they're vegan. Not in the sense of having to tell you're vegan every 5 minutes, but they're essentially vegan.
There you go. Well, hey, guys, we're about going to wrap this up here. I want to give everyone a chance to plug your channel and, of course, any new videos you have coming out. Gene, what do you have coming down the pike for us in the near future?
I've been working on a lot of music again lately. Music. I'll be focusing on. This is my studio right here, and since like Austin alluded to, there's not a lot for us to do in Hangzhou. We have this nice break coming up, and I'd like to visit Shanghai, but my school said it's not advisable. So I'm here.
Yeah.
And since I'm here,
they told me the same thing.
I'm working on some stuff. I just I've been doing some real interesting arrangements of some songs that I've loved for many years. I just uploaded my own version of Jimi Hendrix Manic Depression, which it seems appropriate in this COVID world here, So I did kind of a Miles Davis meets Jimi Hendrix version of that song. I've been playing around with this vocoder app that I'm really enjoying, and it's opening me up to more ideas. And I'm working on a Beatles arrangement for my next video, so it'll be more music. And then once
what's your NLE?
Invites me to something interesting. Once I can get to Shanghai or something, I hope to do some more China vlogs. But
there you go.
I'll be consistently uploading more content, regardless of it's China vlogs or if it's music. Stay tuned to my channel, Jamaica Funk.
There we go.
What NLE do you use, Jamaica?
Say that again.
What NLE do you use?
What?
What software for mixing? What's your audio?
Using, it's just GarageBand, but I'm really good.
GarageBand's great.
There we go.
Yeah, GarageBand's great.
I have two Macs here. I have a MacBook Pro. I have a MacBook Air. So I'm the studio. It doesn't matter what the kind of gear or what the what the recording software I'm using. I can use two tape recorders. I've been doing this for a long time, making music.
Tape recorders are better.
Overdubbing with two tape recorders. It doesn't matter. It's me. It's not the gear.
Nice.
There we go.
Where can we see your stuff? Just on your channel?
Yeah. The stuff is on the channel. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, sweet.
There we go.
Go over there now. You'll see the most recent videos are all music videos.
Okay, nice. That blend you were just talking about sounds great.
So, Alex, what do you have coming down the pike for us in the near future, my friend?
More Chongqing content. I was in Chongqing right before Christmas for like a week. Yes, that was fantastic. I love going to Chongqing.
I missed out for some reason. I was thinking that was like, didn't you go to Chongqing like a year and a half ago? Are you still not done with those videos?
Like, no, I keep going there. I keep going.
You keep going back. It's a nice.
Yeah, I keep going back because I got a lot of friends there. It's just nice. It's
he goes to bed. He wakes up. I'm in Chongqing again. You
if you want the dopest Chongqing content, search for Alex Reportfire because he has the best. Yeah, we were out in Chongqing in a place called Wulong, which is because Chongqing's massive, so it's like it's Chongqing is so big, it's like Shanghai. Like we were there one time, we went from one area of Shanghai to one area of Chongqing to another, and it was 5.5 hours drive. This time was like 3, give or take 3.5. But we went somewhere, and essentially it was all super dope, beautiful scenery, and they have these massive mountains, and we saw snow. First time of seeing snow in like 9 years. First time ever in China of seeing snow, in fact. But the whole time we were there, it was insanely misty, so you couldn't see more than about 3-4 meters in front of you. So nice. It kind of some of the things, like we were like, this was this super dope scenery, and it just looks like a white A4 piece of paper. But then some of it, like going through like the woods and doing all this like cool adventuring stuff through these like forests with ponies in the snow, well, it was pretty cool. So I've got a bunch of content coming out for that. And
nice.
Other than that, I don't know. Like I haven't vlogged for a long time until Chongqing. If you see my last video, it was me vlogging for the first time after drinking baijiu for the whole night, which is kind of interesting. I was experiencing the place we were at the same as the viewers were, because it was literally all new to me. But yeah, there's just lots of good stuff. I guess I hope. Like I make videos I like, not that I hope people want to watch. So you either align with what I like or you don't. I guess easiest way.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So, Austin, what do you have coming out for us in the near future, my friend?
Yeah. So actually, I've got nothing. No, I got nothing. No, I've got no plans for anything. I mean, it's pretty much just like when the semester's over, it's like I'm gonna do a live stream sometime, walking around. There's a nice little park just outside where my like neighborhood that I want to walk around, but that's about all that I've got plans for. Just do a couple of live streams.
Any plans to come to Shanghai?
Not in the immediate
it's
future.
Close.
It is close. It is close. No, I don't have any plans for anything. It's mostly just like, let me just survive this week of exams and marking and comments, parent meetings, and all that other stuff. But let me get through that first, and then we'll see. Then we'll see.
There you go. Nice.
So if you never set any expectations, nobody's disappointed, right? So I don't want to disappoint anybody. There's like sometime, somewhere, somehow, I'll do something.
There you go. Somehow, sometime. Yes.
Exactly it. If you don't raise people's expectations, everything you do will surprise them.
Well, as far as coming out, I've got. I went to Century Park here in Shanghai and shot some video. Turned out pretty cool. Shot that on a new my 11-22 lens, and I really miss shooting on that old Canon camera. And I'm gonna be making some 360 videos in the near future, so that should be pretty epic. So
what kind of videos? Did you say 3D?
Snarky's Tiny Planet videos.
Oh wow!
Yes, I'm gonna strap that on the E-Hog, my electronic scooter, my E-Hog,
Nice.
and go for a ride on that. So that should be kind of fun. And of course, the Snark Lounge is back. So
Snarky,
yeah, that's the best thing.
Your Instagram page. I enjoy the photos that you that color key stuff that you do on Instagram.
Color splash. Yeah,
everything black and white apart from a single color. The classic Snarky go-to photo.
Yep.
Snarky and Schindler's List.
Nice.
I don't know what's going on with that, but
yep. So yeah, if you post your Facebook link, go for it, man. But in the meantime, well, thank you, sir. This says Snark Lounge Rocks. Guys, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Please go down to their the pages or in the comments. Leave yourself a comment. Everybody mash that like button. It really helps everybody out. If you're watching on this channel, you're watching on. And we will see you guys right back here next week on the Snark Lounge.
Yes, TFWAOCN. 360 videos from Xinjiang with your mum.
Oh, there we go. 360 videos from Xinjiang.
No thanks. No thanks. I'm going to get out of here.
Xinjiang yet. So,
I'm not dealing with
guys,
that.
We will catch you up. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys right here next week on the Snark Lounge. Play us out, Gene.